Hey guys, doing a new little series here. I went to open lacrosse the other day and threw around. I saw a kid having a really hard time with this pocket, and he asked me a question about it, and then I saw it, and I was like, dude, it is your pocket. And so I want to do a little before and after thing and kind of show you guys the difference between an amateur stringer and a professional one, and kind of like there's going to be a big difference in how this stick performs. I mean, this is a Brine Edge, which is the most popular, best-selling stick of all time, I believe. The next is the Evo series, and this it's just not living up to what it is. I think last night when I put it next to my sticks were kind of making fun of it, because it's kind of the ugly duckling of the group, and so yeah, he's got some six diamond in here and some weird hockey laces and that V, and I don't know. Really nice guy. He's having some troubles passing and throwing with this thing, and it's clearly just the pocket. So he asked me if I could help him with it, and I was like, of course. I would love to perform cosmetic surgery all over on this bad boy. So we're going to stick with something near the same coloring on it to make it look nice. I'm going to do this video as one part, so over the next week I'll string it, and then I'll have a second part video of it all done, and you guys can let me know the difference. He plays defense, so it's not going to be as aggressive pocket as I normally have on my sticks, but I got to give him a nice deep setup so he'll be able to actually catch and launch the ball pretty far. So yeah, so I'll get this thing done, and next part will be coming up shortly. Here's the Brine Edge X all finished up. I told you I was going to try and stick with the black, red, and white and clean it up a little bit and make it much more of a defensive stick than how it was strung, or really wasn't strung like anything before, but make a good defensive pocket for him. So you can see right there, it's a straight mid pocket. It's got a pretty nice channel on it for being such a wide head, but just nice and smooth so you can get those long clears. So I just did 3 straights for him and 1 top heavy nylon. That's just going to let him clear the ball and not give him a lot of whip, so you can really launch that thing down the field and use that big ass D pull. But so yeah, so I got to do some fun stuff with this. I thought this head wasn't going to be that much fun to string because it's kind of just a boring edge. But it was pretty fun. I did the 10 diamond where I shared across the top, pulling this really tight across the top considering it's such a wide head. And then the other cool thing that I wanted to try out was, you can see I inserted a black, well, you probably can't see it against, but there you go. I inserted a black string along the sidewalls on both sides, and then I strung the pocket normally how I would, and what that did is it lets the mesh drop into the head, narrowing that channel, giving you a better pocket, and it looks really cool too. So I know I'm wearing black and so you can't see it, but there you go. I'll put it on my hand. And so it lets you narrow the channel. It lets the mesh, it actually kind of brings the head in, because you now interlock through that, and it kind of brings the mesh in into the sides, and it looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. A lot of it's probably just the cool look of it. Oh, I got to tighten that up a little bit. So after stretching the pocket, sidewall, loosen up a little bit, tighten that thing up. Two people asked me how I get my mesh to do this, because a lot of people have it like that, and since it's so hard, it's stupid and hurts your hand. Or they roll it and you just have a bunch of extra stuff. I do the old knife and ball trick. Knife through the head and then a ball, and then I fold this up, and I also do it so because I have this throat string here. I fold it right along that, and then here's a table. I put it on the edge of the table overnight, so then your ball forms in it overnight, and then that gets up, and then in the morning when you take the stick out and you break the pocket back in, your little tail is now folded up, and it looks really cool when you're playing. And in case you ever want to alt the pocket a little bit, there's still a little bit of mesh back there for you. And so yeah, so that's Brine Edge. Never had an edge, but I know a lot of people talk about how awesome and old school they are. And after stringing this one, they are pretty sweet. I believe it was the first offset head. If you guys don't know what offset means, is old sticks are straight and this one actually drops back. I could be wrong about being the first, but I know Brian was one of the first ones to do it. But yeah, so there it is. I don't know if I showed you guys up close yet, but it's not as pretty up close as some customs or trads, but and still some eye candy, which is nice. You can see the color combo. So yeah, so I hope he enjoys it. He's probably going to have a little bit more fun playing with a stick that actually can catch and throw well. And I actually haven't thrown with it yet, so I'll probably have to check that out later or tomorrow. But can you stall on these? You can stall on these. I don't know if you guys saw it. See if I do it again. Stall. Yeah. So if you guys are going to string a D stick, that's how I would do it. I played defense when I was little, and that's how I had my stick strung. You just launch the thing. I'm not going to give you a lot of whip. But, yep. Have a good night, guys.